Erdem Koç is an Australian journalist in Turkey and he joins us now. Erdem, even on Turkey's version of events, the Russian plane could only have been inside Turkish airspace for like a matter of seconds. Was it really worth blowing it up?
Well, that's the question that's on everyone's mind here this morning, Waleed, as to whether this was an over-exaggeration on part of the Turkish authorities. Now, Turkish authorities are maintaining that the Russian aircraft was actually in Turkish airspace, but this is not the first time that this has happened. Russian warplanes have entered into Turkish airspace before, and well, they haven't been shot down, but the Russian ambassador was summoned to the Turkish Foreign Ministry in Ankara, where he was asked to convey to Moscow that any repeat behaviour would result in serious consequences, and well, here we are.
Adam, what's the feeling there in Turkey, I guess on the streets, about what's happened?
There's two schools of thought, if you like, that are quite dominant here, and it depends on what your political alignment is. So if you support the government, say, then you're looking at this situation and saying, well, Turkey sent a very clear message to Russia that it won't tolerate any violation of its borders, of its airspace, and that it shouldn't really test Turkey's patience. But if you're anti-government, then you're saying that, well, this is a complete exaggeration at a time where extreme sensitivity should really be exercised. Last month, Turkey experienced its worst terrorist attack and 100 people were killed in a peace rally in Ankara. And with more recent attacks in Beirut and Paris, it's at a time where cooler heads should prevail, and people are saying that hasn't happened in this situation.
And in the middle of all this, Erdem, is the matter of ISIL, and we've seen Russia getting closer to the United States and Western forces coming together with some kind of unified strategy to combat ISIL, and now this happens. Has Turkey just undermined that effort?
Potentially, and that's the concern. Except, of course, Turkey and Russia come to the situation of ISIL from two different political standpoints. They both want ISIL removed, but of course, Russia supports the Syrian government and Turkey is against the Syrian government. Add to that, as you just mentioned, this ongoing lack of international consensus at the best of times on how to deal with the ISIL threat, then there's a very tricky situation with no clear answers, neither in the short or long term at the moment.
All right, Erdem, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.